I don't think it's skipping the PE classes that she has a problem with.
What? Where did you get these things? The dollar store? All I need to do is not hear the whole song. Then I'll be fine. I'll have to run all the way to Osaka, but at least I'll be alive. God, this is what I get for skipping PE class and that liquid paper habit.
I do recreational drugs, but I'm an idiot drug user in a lot of ways, and I was very naive when I was younger. When I was in college, a friend of mine said, you should get a job at a group home overnight so you can study. You can basically get paid to study all night because they're asleep, and you just have to make them breakfast or whatever and put them to bed, but you get the whole night to study. So I got a job at a runaway shelter, and I had these all altruistic, like I was going to be there for these kids and help them with their nightmares and support them. And I was there for two reasons: to make sure they didn't get laid or high. That was the only reason I was there. But I didn't know about liquid paper. So they would all come, because I would come at like 10 o'clock and get them ready for bed and make them go to bed. And then, but some of them were doing their homework or whatever like that. And they always came in and they wanted the liquid paper. And I was going like, man, these kids make a lot of mistakes on their papers. And so then my boss one day said, why is the liquid paper out? And I said, oh, because so-and-so was using it. And she was like, no, don't give it to the kid. Don't let the kids use liquid paper. They huff it. They get high off it. And I was like, what? I had no idea. So I had to lock up the liquid paper. But okay, here's a bonus story about the runaway shelter. I was hard ass. I was I made sure those kids were safe and that they towed the line. I wasn't hateful. I played around with them and stuff like that, but when it was, they didn't fuck up with me. And so I got married, and when I went on my honeymoon, they had an older gentleman who was sitting in for me in the overnights. He must have fallen asleep for a long time, because when I came back, the kids were super amped up, oh, hi, Steve, we missed you so much, blah, 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 blah. And I'm because, kids think they're being so slick, but, you go you're knocking off. I know you got something. There's something up. What's going on? So I just put them to bed, waited about 10 minutes because it's all it fucking took, because I knew they couldn't wait anymore. So whatever they were doing, they were going to do it fast. It was structured so there was an A, B, C, D, A girls, B girls, a wall, C boys, and D boys. And I went into the girls' room first, and two of them weren't there in the room. The other one was looking guilty as sin. So I went to the next room, and they were under the bunk beds. And I was like, what are they doing there? So then I was like, oh, fuck, it's the wall. So I ran to the boys' room, and sure enough, the boys were in the bed. And I was like, okay, what the fuck? Everybody, turn the lights on. Everybody up. Pull the beds aside, pull the beds back. I want to see what's going on. And those little fuckers had dug a hole through the drywall with a spoon or something like that, so they could do panty shots or something. I was so pissed at them. I pulled them all out into the sectional, the giant couch we had, and I just you sit down, and I just you guys, blah, 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 I trusted you, blah, 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 and that guy fell asleep, and you took advantage of him, blah, 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 blah. They were all just Those were good kids, though. I love those kids. They were so much fun. That was some of the best years of my life, was working at that place. They were really great. And that was the only kind community service thing I'll do, because I'll stop down after that. I was like, that's too much work.
The only hole I'm trying to see right now is a whole lot of money. Y'all can keep the rest of that shit. The only hole I'm trying to see right now is a whole lot of money.